So you may notice that I'm not quite in the same area that I was for. Also, I can do this. I maybe got some hidden hidden areas off camera in between because I wanted to keep playing Control. But hey. Let's look for some mold. I feel like it's gonna be like over here somewhere, maybe. No? Nope, that's not the map button. Here, maybe? Nope, this is bathroom. If I was mold, where would I hide? Not up there. Aha, mold. Low ranking. Excuse me. Oh, I'm glad you don't have to eradicate all the mold, apparently. That's nice. Also, I feel like it would just be quicker to just go forward to the next... fast travel point, than to go back to the one at the offices. Excuse me. I don't think this was quite the right area to go, but it's probably fine. Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going.
Did you ever upgrade that last gun?
No, but I did upgrade something else.
Uh-oh. Did you get the triple launch?
I did.
Nice.
I just got a bunch of hidden areas off camera.
That makes sense.
I'm trying to get to the service ducts, I think. I'm not sure if I'm remotely in the right area.
Couldn't tell you. I've already forgotten literally everything about this DLC.
Rip.
At least navigationally.
Nope.
Doesn't it, like, highlight on the map the areas you need to go do this?
Yes, which is why I'm trying to get to one of the areas, because it's not a...
It's not a warp point,
No.
so... Because I know there's one... Well, I don't know a good way to describe where that one is. So...
See, what makes this even worse is that this is one of the ones that I know I found in the... over the course of playing the game.
Mm-hmm. It's not the very first one, is it?
No, it's the second one I found, I think.
So the very first one is like super early before you ever get the side quest.
Yes, I got that one.
Because I actually cleared that one out before I got the side quest, and when I got the side quest, I just already had that one checked off. I was like, nice.
Let's try going to this fast travel point. Maybe.
I know you see all three of them just going through the normal path of like completing the DLC. So if you just go in a straight line from like here to the end of the DLC, you will at some point run into both of the other rooms. So you have to pass through all of the service areas to get to where you're going.
I was a utility corridor. Where would I hide?
Also, just gonna throw it out there. Today sucks.
Yeah. I at least got cake out of it.
That's nice.
That's my only positive. Nope, that's...
I had the remains of a cake that I threw away rather than eat because I was just like, I don't need to eat a cake. There's no reason for that. This cake does not need to be.
I will say, you know... Oh, right, this is the one you have to go up for. I had that realization where I was just like, I don't know where I'm going. Nope. Need you. Because it's dark in here. There it is. What are you doing in here? Out of here. Oh, there's page 2 of the Night Spring screenplay. The robust director shoves the nerd-like scientist.
I don't think Alan Wake is a very good writer.
The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip.
Right from experience.
Yep. I think he uses a little too much simile. No one's ever said that to him before. Hello? There it is.
AC, no mold spore circulation. But it might get a bit stuffy in here.
Also, I think it's kind of odd that these don't actually require you, as far as I can tell, to blow up all of them. The mold spots, just like most of them.
Yeah.
Which would make more sense if it was, like, more difficult, I guess.
I feel like they overcorrected on like the one mold clear the mold mission in the base game.
Yeah.
It was like, here's this giant room, find like 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they blend.
I remember that, and that was annoying.
And it, like those also blended a bit more into.
Yeah, these are very clearly like very different colors than the rest of the room.
Yes.
They're in tiny rooms, and the rooms are packed so full that there are literally too many mold things for the mission. Like, it seems like you should just be able to walk into that room and hit a button and just have, like, gas fill the room that kills the mold or something. I don't see the point of having you shoot them when it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
I mean, like,
it feels weird. It's fine, but it feels weird.
It's not like you run out of bullets in this game.
Well, yeah. But still, it's just odd that it's like, oh, clear out the mold, and then it's like you shoot like 4 of the mold things, and it's like, okay, you're good to go. And it's like, what about all the rest of this mold, though? And it's like, you can shoot it if you want, but you shot enough, it's cool.
We good. Now we'll brighten some plants' days.
Saw a really good thing on Twitter a little while ago where someone was apparently pointing out to people that the end of Tomb Raider 1 is like a horrible flesh zone full of nightmare monsters. And apparently most people didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but I don't...
I felt like that was common knowledge, but people are just losing it over the idea that the end of Tomb Raider was crazy weird.
To be fair, ask
like,
me anything about Tomb Raiders before the reboot.
I don't need to ask you anything because the only thing anyone needs to know is that they were better.
So they had all those Tomb Raiders in the in that Square Enix bundle a while back, and I was thinking about going through all the Tomb Raiders.
All the old Tomb Raiders.
Well, all the Tomb Raiders.
Oh, all Tomb Raider. All Laura's.
Yes. Except the movie.
Even the Flesh Doppelganger.
Especially the Flesh Doppelganger.
Shocked they never brought the Flesh Doppelganger back. I feel like that would have been a super easy spin-off.
Which one's the Flesh Doppelganger in?
First one.
Oh, okay. That was the other thing, though, is that like a lot of those early ones are just
How
like,
they did. Tomb Raider Underworld was about the flesh doppelganger. Well, it was the second one, apparently, not the original. Oh, right, that was also the one where they brought back Natla.
That's the first reboot series, not the second reboot series, right? With Underworld, Legend, and Anniversary.
Yeah, Underworld was the first reboot thing.
I'm not even seeing. Oh, because I'm in the operations center, not the operations corridor. That would be my problem. That's a bathroom.
Natla was cool though. She was like an evil business lady who also turned out to be. I can't remember what her deal was exactly.
Did she have dino DNA?
No, she was. I'm pretty sure she was secretly an Atlantean.
This checks out.
And being an Atlantean meant that she had bat wings and could burst into flames and shoot fireballs out of her arm cannon.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
I see a plant, but I don't see a flashlight, and this is concerning me. Oh, there. Wait. Aha! Man. Oh, wait. I found all the plants. I'm super good at finding plants.
Congratulations.
Now I need to go to the AWE loading bay. Gotta load up the AWEs. I want to point out when you look at the trophies, it totally lists it as Altered World events and not anything else. Not Alan Wake's Escape. Not
The Alan Wake expansion.
the Alan Wake Experience, which is my new...
New theme park ride.
I was going to say my new... like prog rock band.
Garage band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works too. I bet if you poured back through Control and Alan Wake, you'd find a bunch of good band names.
Oh, yeah. The Old Gods of Asgard.
I was gonna say not just the ones that were actually good band names. Oh wait, no, that was where the merge was. Never mind. Oh right, I remember this room.
There was a big fight, and then I knocked a guy off this, and then he respawned. It was really weird. And now I'm looking
His
for
work in mysterious
plants.
ways.
Oh, wait, plant.
But no, seriously, what the fuck do you do for the game after this?
Do you go crazy, or I guess.
But like, okay, so game after this, who do you play as?
Maybe that Estevez lady they mentioned at the end, like the
Agent on site.
yeah.
That'd be all right. Cause like, I feel like you can't
Here's some sunshine to
play
brighten
as
your day.
Alan because and this is gonna sound like a weird thing to say about a guy who's been trapped in a lake for the last fucking decade almost at this point, or I don't know how long it's been. For a while. He's been stuck in that hole for a while. He's too strong. And by that I mean he can just write other characters in to fight his battles for him.
Yeah.
Like, how do you beat Alan Wake when he just fights and then Alex Casey drop kicks you in the dick? It's like, well, okay. This fight's taking a turn. Thanks, Alan. Asshole. Alan Wake for some fighting game. I don't care
It's
what.
Alan Wake
What
for
is it?
Smash.
His entire moveset is writing, it's like frantically scribbling pages.
I think
No, he works like a fucking Dragon Quest hero. But when you hit down B, it just gives you random text prompts and you have to pick quickly what you're writing to cause effects to happen. They can be good or bad. Because you have to write your story on the fly mid-fight.
I was
He
gonna say
summons in fucking Jesse and Alex Casey for his specials.
because like there was that Mugen character that was the Death Note man, and all he would do is you had one button that was look at the life bar, and then you had another button that was write the name in your dumb book, and then you win.
Mm-hmm.
Death Note man.
Mm-hmm. Alan Wake, basically the protagonist of Death Note.
Yep. Shoom.
Or are you gonna go mess with Shoom?
We're gonna go mess with Shoom. I like this knight guy on a bike. This is not investigations. This is somewhere else in the video game. This is operations, I think. Oh. Where Beetle is. Man, there is something incredibly satisfying just about the entire way this game's combat works. Of just like, what if I pull up pieces of the environment and chuck them at you? How do you feel about that?
I don't feel great about it. I don't like being hit with pieces of the environment.
Well, that's why you're the one doing the chucking. So you don't have to be hit by the environment.
Yeah, but the enemies also throw the environment around a lot.
Sometimes.
Not as much as you, obviously. Like,
I mean, that's basically most of what I do in this video game, is just...
it's useful. If I put more of my like personal mods into it or something, I would probably use launch more. I still use it basically all the time, but I run out of power fast, and it makes me sad. Mostly because I am not great at the shooting. It's why I tend to roll with weapons that are explosive. It's
Fair.
also why I really like that Surge gun.
I liked that I saw that there was like a trophy for putting the surge projectile on something and then launching the thing that you put the projectile on at somebody.
Yeah, it's fun. You can also do that with the enemies. Because you can stick the enemy and then use the thing that like grabs them when they're low health, and then throw them while they've got the stuff on them. It's really fun.
That's pretty good.
I really like that gun. It's a really good gun. You should probably upgrade that gun.
I upgraded it the second amount. I just haven't upgraded it fully yet.
Okay. Yeah, it's why I basically used nothing but charge after I got charge. Just man, charge is really good. And that thin space mod just makes it kind of absurd.
What if you had a hit scan rocket launcher?
What if you had 1,000% projectile speed? Like, what if we took the one drawback this weapon had and then eliminated it?
And then made it not a drawback. Be my friend, Orb of Healing.
Yeah, I will say the Shun thing maybe goes on for a bit long time.
A little bit.
It takes a bit. I did beat it on the first try. There were a few close calls.
Whoa! Like that? Oh, there's another orb. Gee, hiss, your mom lets you have 2 healing orbs?
It's a real dick move.
Nope. Ow. Reconnection successful. We got bit rates. I like that I stole what that guy was going to throw at me. That was really funny. Well, we still Schumann. I am also a big fan of this mod that I got that makes the shotgun bullets. Whoop. I feel like the walking of those weird invisible enemies didn't work right there for a second. Got a drawer, a chair, and a metal frame, and I'm not afraid to use them. I can find the enemy. Hello? Oh. Oh. All right. Nope, nope. I do at least think I prefer this to, like, the expeditions, but, like, marginally.
Yeah, I'd say this is better than that. I feel like this should have just been, like, more difficult and, like, 50% shorter.
Yeah.
Because it's not, like, super hard. It's just a few, like, a handful of enemies at a time, repeatedly, for a long time.
Oh, that guy's got a name.
I would be willing to take a more difficult, shorter challenge. Also, did you wrap up all the Ahti side quests already?
I've done them all. I haven't done any, like, if I have to go back to that board.
No, I think if that was the one that gave you the Pierce thing, I think you would have just gotten it. And I'm pretty sure that's the one that gives you the Pierce thing, because I can't think of anything else I did with this DLC that gave it to me. So you might want to actually check your mods and see if you have that one.
Let's check real quick. Oh, yep. Oh, that's useful. To make the Pierce charge faster seems good.
Yeah, it does definitely charge faster.
Is it much like the shot
You
speed?
should give it a shot.
Alright, let me... Let me also get another mod here, because I don't have one. Oh, yeah, that's,
Mm-hmm. Just does it.
just charges.
Kinda. It fires. You just tap the button, it goes. So I don't know. I like the mods that are just like, we're going to just change the way this weapon inherently works.
Yeah,
The gun that is entirely based around taking a long time to charge shots is going to instantly fire, and like the gun that has really powerful slow-moving projectiles is just going to fucking teleport the bullets across the room.
We did it. We shoomed.
What if we zero shifted this rocket at you? Congratulations on the Schumann.
Wow. Games are so realistic these days.
Okay, Jesse. Oh, you can play the ashtray maze again?
Oh yeah, Shum 2 lets you replay a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah, this is just a bunch of... This is all the bosses, I think. Or at least most of
Yeah.
them.
Shum 1 is for the challenges or whatever, and then Shum 2 is just refights or replays.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright,
That's,
that's Control.
That's... What a good video game.
It's super good. As far as I'm aware of, that'll be all of it.
Until I stream it again with the Xbox Series X PS5 versions.
No, right, you gotta try the Ultimate Edition or whatever.
Get them ray tracing is...
Mm-hmm.
Does it make me a bad person that, like, I kind of want to get the next-gen versions, even though
I mean,
it was dumb that they didn't just be like, oh, you have this version, here's the next-gen version.
it was super dumb of them to do it that way, but also, let's face it, you want to give Remedy money.
Yeah. Also, this game's really good.
It's really good. Game's so nice, you're gonna buy it twice.
It's not the dumbest thing I have bought multiple times.
Oh god, no, of course not. I've got like 4 different copies of Dragon's Dogma across various systems.
I only have 2. I'm
Because I started with the Xbox version, then PC, then PS3, then PS4, I believe is how the progression went.
I just have the PS3 version and the Switch version.
I've not picked up the Switch version yet, but I easily could.
How about that anime, though? The the Dragon's Dogma anime.
I've heard claims that that's a thing that's going to happen, but I don't know if I believe it.
I have 3 copies of Sonic Unleashed.
That's maybe too many copies of Sonic Unleashed for anyone.
Yeah. Like 2 would make sense, because it's like there are 2 different versions of the video
Yeah.
game. But I have 3.
I think the funny thing is that the original versions of Dragon's Dogma are still kind of, in a way, better, if you want to look at it that way, because they have the Berserk stuff, and none of the upgraded versions have that. It's kind of a bummer. Damn licensing agreements running out.
But yeah. I'm just gonna keep jumping around in this room, because it's fun.
I mean, you know, again, worst ways to spend your time.
Should probably hit the stop streaming button.
You could.
Or I could go play that other Shoom game.
You could end it on a replay of the Ashtray Maze.
Could end it
but
on a
I-
replay of the Ashtray Maze. Yeah, I don't think I want to try Deadline. But we're just gonna do this.
Deadline is annoying.
That sounds
It's
like
like-
something
it's kinda
that's
the
like
same
a
as the
time
first
trial.
It's kill enemies for more time on the clock,
Yeah.
which is not super fun.
But instead we could just do this.
Yeah.
Man. Remember when this happened in the video game? And it was
I
super
do.
cool.
I wish whenever you beat the Shun thing, you unlock that like pixel filter they used to put you in.
Yeah.
Just let you put that over the whole game. Cause the frame rate to die even more. So man, this section is so fucking awesome.
It's really good.
I will say there's a part of me that wants to go back and like, if I could replay the whole game and just have that surge gun from the beginning, I'd be way into it. Because man, that gun is amazing, and it really sucks that you get it in the last DLC for the game. It's like, man, if I'd had that from the start, oh, you don't even know.
Hold on. I had to stop the music real quick.
Also, I threw a picture of that Tomb Raider villain into the Discord. Because she was cool. And apparently they were actually planning to bring her back in, like, the modern Tomb Raiders. Like, that was the post-credit scene for Shadow of the Tomb Raider, was, like, Lara Croft getting a letter from her offering a job. And then they removed it in the day one patch for that game.
What?
They removed their own post-credits cutscene because they were like, we decided not to go that route, and the day one patch like takes that out to not give people hope.
That's dumb.
It's super dumb and also sounds like total bullshit. Oh, this fucking ashtray maze sequence is so good.
Whoops.
Good use of the sticky bomb plant post.
I'm going to kill myself with these sticky bombs.
They have a surprisingly small blast radius as far as friendly fire goes. As long as you don't like try to fire twice and like directly blow it up in front of your face. Or yeah, I guess doing the launch thing to a guy right in front of you is also probably that. If you keep a reasonable distance from your enemies, you'll be fine.
I'm in the ashtray maze. There is no such thing. This is a close quarters combat.
But you can fly.
This is true.
Verticality.
Man. What a great...
When they introduced verticalities was when I knew that Mortal Kombat was getting desperate.
Whoops. Right. That's just the... That's them doing the spook.
I think one of my favorite things about Surge is that it starts recharging after you fire it and not after you detonate it.
Yeah.
It's super cheap, but I love it. Yeah, I love this part with the ashtray maze because, like, this point in particular is where it's like, oh, the house is now actively saying, "Hey, fuck these guys."
Yeah.
It's like the house has got your back.
Hello.
I also really like Surge because you can detonate things in midair, which is really handy for getting
Whoops.
those flying guys who won't stop dodging.
I tried to stick them on that chair, but
On
I
the
don't think it
little-
worked.
No, literally none of them stuck to that thing. There are some things that just don't stick.
Did it. I shoomed. I shoomed.
Really like the document you can find where apparently investigations and research were both arguing over who got to keep the Shoom machines. There's research keeps requesting that we move the machines there, and investigations is like, no, they're important for morale.
Well, also, I think one of the documents is just like, also, when you play it, it makes your brain act like you're having a stroke.
Yeah.
Which is probably bad. But hey. Control! It's good. That's the review.
It's a good game.
Join us next time for something. I don't know. I don't think that
Control
far ahead.
Control is really well written, ironically much unlike one of Alan Wake's stories.
Whoop. What, you don't like the simile of...
You're gonna have to go back into the collectibles menu to find that simile.
I am...
God. You could have just gone for nerd-like scientist. So I do like the idea that in Max Payne's script, he's just shitting on Darling the whole time. Calls him nerd-like, and then in a later, I think page 3, he refers to him as a coward.
Yep.
It's like, man, Alan Wake really doesn't like Dr. Darling. Weird.
The air ripples around them as if they were a 1983 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am sitting in the Texas sun after a 5-day road trip.
God damn it, Alan. I'll admit, it's one of his earlier writing jobs.
Yeah. It was... You know... something.
But also, man... Fuck you, Alan.
Anyway.
I just now realized the episode is called Over the Threshold.
Over the threshold darkly.
Yeah, but like he explicitly even uses the term threshold, and it's like, God damn it, Alan. Piece of fucking
It's children's puppet
How-
show.
How many people have died just because of this? It's like everybody, like, it's not just everybody who works for the Bureau, it's everyone who's died in any of these events the Bureau investigates, because these events might not even exist for the Bureau to investigate if there wasn't a Bureau. Like, the Bureau's existence implies these events happen everywhere, which might be what's making these events happen everywhere. Literally every person who's ever died in an altered item anything might be just because Alan Wake is a douche who doesn't think through the consequences of his actions.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
God damn it, Alan Wake.
This is being blown way out of proportion.
I think I found
Dr. Hartman had been brought in
No.
since I'm a
I found another collectible that I missed the first time.
Oh, did you miss the thing from Langston about
The-
getting his book signed?
Yes.
That's a book
Yeah.
Hartman wrote about.
We know what it is.
Okay. Good. So yeah,
God damn it. Did you stay and listen to Langston's whole talk, by the way?
No, I heard it goes
Okay.
bananas.
It goes. It keeps going.
An accurate description.
whatever. Listen, I'm just a desk.
At one point, he just starts talking about one of his cats.
Don't
Says the cat was an asshole, and Jesse's just like, wow.
One mistake. I mean, I
It's harsh.
All the time, and no one is pulling them into dark rooms to yell at them. Yesterday, Dave Gleason and his crew were talking to that empty spacesuit and laughing their heads off.
We're letting you off with a warning, Mr. Langston. But this is going on your record, so why don't
Also,
you screw up any next chapter?
The joke in there about the guys talking to the space suit is really good in retrospect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Because you find this is an early room, so when I found it, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I guess there's some kind of spacesuit or something. And then later on, you find that it's like, oh,
Oh, there's.
all the guys in that department were just hanging out talking to the alien. Did Max Payne create aliens?
did
Or fucking
Alan
did Alan
Wake
Wake create aliens?
maybe? It's
So
not
the
out of the
Bureau
realm
didn't
of
exist?
possibility.
Oh, like that. I guess that's the thing. Is like, I would not be shocked if they never actually explain the extent of what has been caused by Alan's writing. But like, is he just influencing events? Is all of this? Does this stuff only exist because he wrote it? I guess that's what I'm curious about. Like,
Per-
would there be a Jesse Faden or a Bureau if Alan Wake had not written about those things? Or is him writing about those things just influencing the direction they're taking? And again, I don't expect to actually get an answer to that.
Yeah. Maybe we'll find out in Alan Wake Control 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Alan Wake 2 take control. Or Alan Wake 3? Did
Uh,
American Nightmare happen?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know how definitive we can be about that.
I don't know either.
It's all very confusing. I just hope that we get another trailer of Mr. Scratch trying to sell us a game.
That would be great if that would happen. Also, I still want to know why he's a filmmaker now. Or why...
See, yeah, I am curious if that's, like...
important.
I figure it's got to be related to... Oh, that's got to be important. But, like, I figure it's got to be related to that Blessed Pictures thing.
Yeah.
Because the way that guy talked in that cutscene was like... He felt like a sleazy con man trying to convince Alan to go along with a bad idea. Which, to be fair, is not a hard thing to do when you're talking to Alan Wake.
It definitely...
like-
it didn't seem like the Thomas Zane from Alan Wake.
Yeah, in the way he was like, "Oh, you look different," and he was like, "Oh, I was just playing a part." And it's like, does that mean that this guy was Thomas Zane, and he was just acting differently to like resolve whatever situation that they were in that game? But he also says that he's trapped with Alan, so I don't know. It's all very confusing. Without more information about that guy, there's very little to go off of. But I feel like it's got to be related to the stuff they talked about. Like, there's a lot of stuff in this DLC about, hey, there's people out there who know about the altered items and whatnot, and are trying to use them to their advantage.
Paracriminals.
And, like, manufacture them. Yes, is that guy a paracriminal?
He might be a paracriminal.
That guy might be a paracriminal. Is Paul Serene a paracriminal?
Yes. 100%. Can confirm.
Where... God damn it. Like, where's the game where you just get, like, the face-off of, like, Mr. Scratch, new fake Thomas Zane, Paul Serene, like, staring down at Jesse Allen and Max
Alex
Payne
Casey.
and Quantum Break guy. Yeah, not Max Payne. I still just want to call him Max Payne all the time, though.
Because it's just Max Payne. Like, all the book titles are just Max Payne
Yeah.
chapters. Or Max Payne lines.
But, like, he's an FBI agent, so did he somehow avoid dying?
Well, so... Because in Quantum Break,
Mm-hmm.
Alex Casey was the FBI agent that was played by Sam Lake in that one... FMV bit.
Mm-hmm.
That also had Mr. Scratch in it. And Mr. Scratch killed Alex Casey.
I do remember that.
It's a
So
mystery.
I feel like the answer is just out of reach.
The answer is we will find out.
Whenever Remedy puts out something else.
Yep. Anyway. Now, for realsies, I will hit the stop streaming button. I think.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
And we're off.